Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. Alright, you guys, peep game. Alright, man, I just wanted to do a movie review on the film Ford versus Ferrari, starring Matt Damon and Christian Bale. Gotta tell you, great movie, liked it. Great movie. It basically tells the tale of Carroll Shelby, a race car driver, because basically his heart gave out on him. Basically he wasn't allowed to drive anymore because, I guess when you driving those cars, the heat, the adrenaline, basically his heart couldn't take it. So basically he wasn't able to drive anymore. So basically he started selling cars and basically what happens is, he has a guy that he knows that's a race car driver by the name of Ken Miles, played by Christian Bale. He basically recruits him to basically drive for him. What happens is there's an attempt in the movie for Ford. They tried to buy Ferrari allegedly. Basically they tried to lowball him. They basically tried to lowball him. They basically just wanted to completely control him. Basically they didn't want him to race in Le Mans, if they say so. Basically he was still gonna have his name, but basically Enzo Ferrari played him. He sold the company to Fiat for like $18 million. So basically he kind of played him. He just wanted to do it to get a bigger offer, and it worked. So, and after he sold the company, they still let him run the company. So basically they went to war. Basically Henry Ford, I think the second, said, okay, well, fine. So it was personal. So basically they hire Matt Damon to basically design a car that can compete with the Ferrari. And they do to a certain degree, but the car has a lot of defects. It has brake issues, suspension issues. So, but as far as speed go, it works. It could keep up with the Ferrari. And then basically what's going on with Ford, they don't like Ken Miles, played by Christian Bale. They just really don't like his attitude. They go out of his way to try to get rid of him. When they're testing out the Ford Shelby, basically they decide for certain races they don't want to use him. But then they get to the point to where they need him. And to make a long story short, they end up coinciding together and working together. But something happens at the end where basically they prove that they can, beat the Ferrari, but there's a technicality that keeps Christian Bale's character from winning the race. But at the end of the day, Ford does beat Ferrari. It just except that the driver that they thought won, which was Christian Bale, turned out to be somebody else. So if you haven't saw the movie, because I don't want to tell you too much, it has a lot of different things going on in it, but it's a great movie. I say it runs, I say maybe 10 minutes too long. The movie is roughly around 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's pretty long. I think it ran like I said, I think it ran like maybe 10, 15 minutes at best, a little too long. But it serves its purpose. The movie goes by pretty fast. The story will keep you interesting, So it's a great movie. I mean, if you into race car driving and you sort of like into, Fast and Furious stuff, there's no heist and all that kind of stuff. But it's some good race car driving in the movie, so you'll like it if you're a fan of race car driving. So yeah. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 8. This your boy Town Biz. I am out.